Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Giratina Strikes Back playthrough. This is part 23. In this episode we have had a little bit of a team improvement, change around, however you want to say it. So to start things off this episode, we're going to be going ahead looking at our new member, O Metroid, level 60. So at the moment, this Pokemon is replacing Ampharos, just because I want to use new Pokemon on the team, and the shiny of course, and Espeon's one of my favourite Pokemon. So we have a little bit of a mix-up. But O Metroid is a monster. Its cry doesn't sound as monstrous, I will admit. But this thing, very strong. Type, Dark Dragon. Basically a Hydreigon. That's crazy good. With Intimidate, which obviously is amazing. And some of you may have noticed already, some of you have a keen eye, in the bottom left, we have a certain illness to us. Not really an illness, it's a positive thing, but we did actually get Pokerus, which I will get to in a second, but that's kind of amazing. So O Metroid, in terms of its stats, this thing's a monster. It's kind of crazy how strong it is, actually. It's pretty ridiculous. 190 HP, 174 attack, 144 defense, 197 special attack, 103 special defense, and 192 speed. This thing is the fastest Pokemon we have. I think Phantama is very, very slightly stronger than it. But this thing's a mixed attacker, so it's much stronger than anything else we have. Its HP is the highest thing we have. Its defenses are really good. This thing is crazy. The only downside is its moveset isn't great yet. At the moment we're running Poison Fang, Leech Life, Crunch, and Slash. It is part Dark type, so Crunch is nice. Slash isn't a bad thing. Leech Life, if this was Gen 7, it would be base 80 power, but it's base 20 in this game, so if we can replace Leech Life with a Dragon type move, this thing is much better than Ampharos, so that's okay. But we did also get Pokerus, which I'm not used to. It's pretty rare, so getting Pokerus just in a random fan game, that's pretty fun. Obviously most of our Pokemon are already maxed out on their EVs, so it's not going to be the craziest thing for us, it's not going to be super beneficial, but still a pretty cool thing to have. So, this episode we are going to be going ahead, running to the last gym. I've already battled this trainer while I was grinding, she had a Kingdra, I remember that. But I know for a fact that the next gym is a Dragon Gym. The reason I know this is because this episode should have went up yesterday. Some of you may have noticed that there was not a video yesterday. The Windows Update doesn't like me. That's the simplest thing I can say. The Windows Update messed up all of my audio settings, so while I recorded the entire thing, game audio was messed up, my audio was messed up, all my OBS settings, audio got reset. So I just decided, you know what, let's just re-record the whole thing the next day and try again, when hopefully things are better. And now audio is fine, which is nice. So O Metroid is going to go ahead and crunch. I know for a fact the next gym is going to be not the most challenging. And it's not because the Pokemon there are weak. It's not like they just whip out Dratini after Dratini with just like a full team of weak Pokemon. The reason is almost every Pokemon in their gym is 4 times weak to Ice, and Garurumon is faster than all of them. So it's not the most threatening, but oh well. For now though, it means that we get to play around with our Metroid a little bit. We get to speed our way through this, which is always fun. We get to just bop everything. Look how strong we are. Do you see how strong we are? We're very strong. We are very strong. So what I might do for this episode, we might put Zudomon in front. Obviously using O Metroid where we can. Route 36. What is happening up here? I didn't come this way. Excuse me, kiddo. I'm trying to show my lady a good romantic time on this romantic bridge. I would appreciate it if you left us alone. Where am I? Is it time for my medication yet? Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That one's a little bit interesting, but I want to go and grab that item over there. I want to go and battle all these trainers for the XP, because rude. You're still uni perfume, rude. I do want to get our Digimon to a point where they are at their final Digimon evolution. It is level 65, and it is very, very strong. I didn't quite get to the point where they were evolving, but I'm excited for it. Seth Carlos, it's been a while. Don't worry, I'm not working for Giratina anymore. I've changed my ways. I took your advice and worked on the bond between me and my Pokemon. No more shortcuts. Now, I would like to challenge you. I need to know if I can even come close to reaching your level. Spoiler alert, I can't. I accept your challenge. Let's see how genuine you really are. So the one thing that saddens me about Seth is he no longer has the 3 legendary birds, which I would have liked if he'd kept them. You know, I understand that they were there as, like, power from Giratina, and I get that. But if he'd made them, like, his allies, and he just had his other Pokemon with 3 legendary birds, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously they have a common weakness, so it wouldn't be the best team-wise, but it'd be pretty cool. I feel like it'd be stronger than the team he has now. Not that it's bad, but it'd be nice. So, Zudamon, I'm going to try and get to level 65, just as, like, a bonus. I don't know if we can get it all the way to level 65, but one thing to keep in mind is it has Ice Beam. So it definitely will tear through a lot of Pokemon very quickly. I think Surf would have actually been stronger than Bite. So I have a little bit of regret there, but it's fine. We just go into O-Metroid and we completely counter it, because we're a ridiculously strong Dark Dragon type. Because in this generation, dragons are... Is OP going too far? Is saying that dragons are OP in this gen going too far? I don't think so. I think dragons are OP in this gen. I really do. I don't think there's a lot to rival them. There's no fairy types yet, so there's only other dragons, which doesn't really count as a counter, because it's still dragon type. And then there's ice. And ice, as we all know, pretty frail typing, pretty weak to a lot of things, so not the greatest. But Poliwrath, you're going to get bulked by the Psychic. Espeon is going to be a one lone Pokemon that's not a Fakemon, not a Digimon, not a Metroid, and not a Shiny. It's just a Pokemon. I don't know if I like that, or if I hate that. I kind of want to replace it with something new and exciting, but at the same time, having one constant is nice. And plus it was a star and one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm probably never going to get rid of it, but oh well. Blade Slash, OP as always, gets the flinch, okay. Phantarma just doesn't care about this Miltank, but Miltank survives. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Let me get a high roll. Oh, Phantarma. Oh, you're on my good side today. Yes, and Metagross. So, in this gen, Metagross is resistant, well, not resistant, but neutral to Ghost, because Steel resists Ghost. So, Phantarma's Shadow Ball would not be the best thing. Phantarma does have Earthquake, though, so staying in is actually still the best thing we can do. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. I like Steel a lot, but I'm happy about the change where Ghost is no longer, you know, resisted. I do like that change. I feel like that one was needed. I feel like Dark could maybe still be resisted. I don't know. I feel like I should be doing one or the other, but it's fine. Phantarma makes ground moves, missed with Levitate. It shouldn't have it. It shouldn't have Levitate. It's way too strong, but it's on my team. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain at all. Instead, I'm going to just happily sit here, giddy as can be. I really don't know how you do it. You truly are gifted. Why, thank you. It's a nice compliment. You beat me at my best. You are a real champion. Not yet. Pokemon League is coming. We have one gym left. Go now. The final gym is up ahead in Hickory City. I still can't read that without laughing. Don't make me look bad by losing to them. Don't worry. I will get the Hickory City gym badge and go on to defeat the Pokemon League. You know, I believe it. Until we meet again. So, this feels like a nice time to go ahead and talk about Question of the Day, which I have a lot to talk about with this Question of the Day, so it's a good question, right? Obviously, May, nothing really comes out in May in terms of Pokemon games, but a lot of leaks happen in May in terms of Pokemon games. And as some of you may have seen over the past couple of days, there have been speculations about the new Pokemon games that might be coming out to the Switch. Now, obviously none of this is confirmed, but people are saying it could be Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, right? And I'm not against that. Pokemon Yellow remakes, whether they're not Pokemon Yellow remakes, whatever they are, I don't really care. I'm more of the type of person that's going to see the game when they come out and be excited, rather than hearing about leaks and being excited. So I'm not the most thrilled, but it does bring up the question of what would you like to see in the new Switch games? Because there's a bunch of things that could be added in. There are talk about, like, Maybe there's gonna be a Pokemon Go integration somehow. That sounds kind of exciting to me. So that's probably the feature that I would like to see the most, because I'm curious to see what they would do with it. But the question of the day is, nice and simply, what would you add to the Switch game? What would you like to see out of the Switch game, if you will? So, there's a lot that can go here. So we'll talk about this throughout the entire episode. But for now, amazing, you're telling me a Pokemon found someone's lost item? That's something. If we had smart Pokemon like that, we could recover anything that our guests mislaid. Oh, sorry. I was too involved in watching TV. I heard that someone busted the Team Magma hideout. Who's Team Magma? Thanks to that, we just booked a reservation from a big group. It was a company called, Game something. Team Magma isn't in this game, we have Team Genesis. What are you on about? Okay. He did say something about guests leaving items, so that makes me want to, like, go ahead and check everything in there, but I also just can't be bothered. Do you have any Dragon-type Pokemon? They're my favorite. Oh, I do. In fact, I have 2 of them right now, which is a little bit overkill. Our team is very strong in terms of their typings. My girlfriend and I love to read. Do you like to read? I used to read a lot, now I play a lot of games. So many good books, so little time. Books are good, but games are good too. These dumb guards won't let me through the checkpoint station. I just want to visit the Lunar region. Oh, we're gonna have to do some traversing around the outposts again? Oh no. Aye, the gym leaders here in Hickory City battle as a team. Why'd I do this accent? You'll have to battle each one consecutively without rest. See, it makes it sound like there's just 2, doesn't it? There's more than 2. Do you have a passport? If you do, you can freely go through the check stations. We do not, but it's not the most terrifying thing. This is the fan club, but there's nothing in here. But they are rooting for me, so I will obviously speak to them, because they are wonderful people. But for now, let's go ahead, get into this gym, and continue talking about the new games, because lots of things talking about the new Pokemon Switch games. People aren't sure if it is going to be a remake of Kanto, and please, God forbid, it be a remake of Kanto. I don't want to see Kanto, okay? I love Gen 1, right? There's a point where we put Gen 1 down and go, that's enough for a little while. Maybe in a couple of years we'll visit you again. For now, just sit there, Gen 1? No, not for you. That would be lovely. I would love it if they would, like, combine every generation. That's like every Pokemon trainer's dream, just a game with every generation. That would be best case scenario by far. If a game came out with every generation, there's my life gone. Honestly, that's what I'm doing for the rest of my life. But sadly, the amount of power that it would take to put all that and work and stuff, it's a very unrealistic thing that can happen. But this is meant to be Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Supposedly it's going to be a spin-off game with Pokemon Go integration, which I did mention before, but I'm really confused as to how that's going to work. There's also supposedly reports that it's going to have something similar to a Pokemon Go catching mechanic, and I don't feel as thrilled about that. Obviously, I'm going to say it again, all speculation, none of this is confirmed. There's a lot of evidence pointing towards it, which, take that as you will, but don't believe anything just yet. Because someone out there is still rooting for those Gen 4 remakes, and I appreciate that person. I'm kind of with them. I kind of want the Gen 4 remakes, okay? I don't know if it's going to happen. Probably not going to happen, in my opinion, but I'd love it. I'd love it if they did. I really would. Gen 4 and Gen 3 was sort of the time when I really went into my Pokemon, like, craze. Obviously, I've been playing Pokemon since Gen 1, but when Emerald came out, I went into a real craze. I managed to fill 2 full cartridges to the brink in terms of the time you can play on them. I'm a little bit disappointed that the time stops at 999 hours, 59 minutes, but when you hit it twice, you know you've got a problem. You know you've got a real problem. And then that sort of continued into Gen 4. Then Gen 5 I kind of fell off a bit. So, Gen 4 would be good. It would definitely be good. If it's Gen 1 again, though, I haven't even mentioned the gym yet, but yeah, but this is a Dragon Gym. We are seeing Dragon types. We are Ice Beaming Dragon types. That was quick and easy. Alright, so we're gonna quickly go and heal. I kind of just showed who the gym leaders are, but we'll get to that in a second. The gym battle is probably the most exciting gym battle in this game. Instead of having a nice and simple puzzle, right? I've mentioned this before, but I said that I would love it if they put a puzzle rather than just battle every trainer in the gym, battle the gym leader. But in a way, the gym leader is the puzzle, and I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and get this started right now. Welcome, trainer. I hope you're ready for a challenge. We are the Hickory City Gym Leaders. We battle as a team. We are also the toughest gym leaders, period. Now, when I first saw them, I assumed that this was the Winston family that had just been moved, but it actually isn't. It's just 4 other trainers. These are not the Winston family, which I feel like it was such a good opportunity to use the Winston family, but I'm pretty sure they had a grandma, and the grandma always had a Metatite. There's no grandma here, so it's a different family. Kind of upsetting, but oh well. We're also the toughest gym leaders, period. Now, once we begin, you will not have a break between battles. Are you ready? Yes. Dad, I want to battle first. Okay, Carrie, go ahead. Now, while last time this went really easily, they do have some interesting Pokemon that can definitely be a little bit threatening. So I'm not going to take this easy, but Altaria might be the weakest Dragon type. Leading with the weakest, not a bad plan, but it's not against my weakest, so it's not going to work. Is Altaria weaker than Druddigon? Obviously Druddigon isn't in this game, so it's not something I have to worry about, so Altaria is probably the weakest in this game. But in terms of the weakest Dragon type, I think Altaria might be it. Obviously I'm not including pre-evolutions, like I'm not going to say Altaria would lose to Dratini. Well, Altaria could lose to Dratini. You know, I'm not going to say it couldn't. It shouldn't lose to Dratini, but I'm not going to say it's impossible. Alright, in the right situations, a Dratini could definitely be better than an Altaria. Could it though? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Either way, Flygon's also pretty weak. He called me a whippersnapper. What a great man. What a great man. Anyone that calls me a whippersnapper, you get a plus in my book, okay? Since that's Salamence we can Ice Beam nice and easy. Salamence is obviously not a weak Dragon type. The Intimidate is not going to affect us. That was hard. At all. Gonna go for Protect, which does wear down our Ice Beam PP. So it is a strategy. Just spamming Protect is a strategy. However, we do have Ethers and things if we really want to use them. I do want to get Zudamon to a point where it is going to evolve. I really do. Just because I'm so determined to get one of these Digimon to a point where they're at their final stage. But either way. Flygon wants to come in. Is this worth surfing? So that we keep Ice Beam PP. I might try and Hydro Pump. We're gonna go for the Hydro Pump. He's gonna go for Sandstorm. Why not just Earthquake? Wouldn't just Earthquaking be better? Maybe, I don't know. Hydro Pump does not take out the Flygon though. It got very close, but it didn't take him out. Do you have potions? I assume you would. Full Restore comes out. We're going to take a couple of turns of Sandstorm damage, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We should be okay. I don't think it'll stop us. I'm very determined to keep Ice Beam PP up when maybe I don't need to. Also, that Surf did a lot. That basically did the same as Hydro Pump. Yeah, Hydro Pump is meant to be like base 20 power higher. What is that about? Dragon Breath. We don't get paralyzed. Okay, that's nice. Dragon Breath didn't do much damage at all. Wow, we are strong, apparently. Okay. And Dragonite, which we can Ice Beam. Problem solved. Okay. So let's go ahead, Ice Beam the Dragonite. If Dragonite had multi-scale, you know, Ice Beam still might take him out, even if he had multi-scale. Plus, never mind, because the Sandstorm would get rid of it. Obviously, multi-scale isn't a threat right here, but I wish it was, because I don't think this gym, as much as I love the design of the gym, and the fact that there's 4 gym leaders, and I think that's really cool, I don't think Dragon is that scary, because they're not that diverse. Maybe if there was a couple of Kingdras, then it could be good. Then it could definitely be good, because then there'd be something to counter ice types. There should be more Kingdras. Speaking of Kingdra, there's a Kingdra right in front of us. Hi Kingdra, how you doing? We are going to swap against the Kingdra, go into... Who would be fun to fight a Kingdra with? Metroid, maybe? Let's go to Metroid. We resist water. Obviously, it's probably not going for a water type move. We had a water type in already, but go, Skitty or Delcatty or whatever you are. The cry really annoys me. When you look at this weird monster coming out and you hear that, it's not what you expect. Ice Beam rather than a dragon move. Okay. Still gonna do plenty of damage to us. That did a lot of damage to us. Crunch just straight up one-shots backbow. Okay. That is some overkill right there. We're gonna go back to Zudamon. We're gonna give this thing all the love and attention. It is gonna be evolving. As soon as I can make it evolve, it's gonna happen. We might get outsped here. Salamence... We do get outsped there. Okay. I was gonna say, Salamence is a pretty fast Pokemon. I'm amazed that more Pokemon haven't been outspeeding us. But that puts us in range of being one level away from evolving. And that is all I need, really. I just want to make sure that one of them evolves. And now we can go into Wagarurumon and finish things up, I guess. Level 64, one more level to go. Venomodo, I think is what it was called, not Venomoo. Venomoo. It's like this poisonous cow. It could be a thing. Honestly, it could be a thing. Cries. Okay. But we can go for Psychic, because this thing should be a Poison type. Poison Dragon. Pretty sure I know its typing. Psychic nearly one-shots. And we're going to get hit by Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is physical in this gen, so this could hurt. It does hurt, but we survive, and that's all that matters. Because now we can just Psychic to our heart's content, and we will be fine. I wonder if every single one of these leaders has a certain amount of full restores, or if they're skewed towards the later ones. Like, maybe the first one has 1 full restore, the second one has 2, third one has 3, fourth one has 89, you know? That's how maths work, by the way. That's counting. That's some high-level counting. You are good. I think there's one more. I think I've been counting, right? Such strength. You must be getting tired by now, though. Hopefully not too tired. Tell me, Challenger, what is your name? My name is Garlos. I'm from Eastern City. I'm in the Lido... In the Lido region? Wow. Speaking's hard. In the Lunar region, and I will become a Pokemon Master. I like your confidence. I will now test your resolve. So let's try not to get Zidamon bopped. That's my main aim. Last leader, free Pokemon, Dragonite. We should outspeed Dragonite, I think. We do outspeed Dragonite. We get the Ice Beam off, that's fine, that's XP. Give me all this nutritious, delicious XP. We are going to evolve this Pokemon, okay? It's gonna happen. I'm ready for it, okay? You can't hide the final evolution for me forever. I don't know what the final evolution is, but I'm pretty sure they all become metal, right? So it's gonna be Metal Zudamon and Metal Wagarurumon. I think. I could have that wrong. I really don't know much about Digimon. No, because... This is hard. I don't know. I remember Metal Greymon, which was the final form of Agumon. There's Metal Garurumon, but Lilymon became Rosemon. So it's not all of them. It might have just been those two? Or maybe they all have a metal form and another form? I shouldn't try and guess things to do with that, to be honest. I have no idea. Either way, Tyra Assault wants to come out, and honestly, this is my chance. I finally might get to use Cotton Bud in this gym. Let's go, Cotton Bud. Don't worry, you're the strongest dragon. Okay, no one can compare to you. Not even that Seedot over there. Not even Seedot can compare to us. We're gonna use Fly. He's gonna outspeed and Dragon Claw. Oh. We live? I shouldn't sound so surprised. I mean, Cotton Bud, I believed in you all along. Close combat. If he'd went for close combat on the first turn, would this Fly have taken him out in one? No. No is the answer. I'm gonna try and Dragon Dance. My thought process there was, well, if he goes for close combat and we somehow by a miracle live on like 1 HP, we could get the Dragon Dance off, fly the next turn, and we'd be fine. That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. Let's just go into Wagarurumon, let's Ice Beam, and let's get this over and done with. Level 60. So from here on out, I expect Pokemon to be above level 60, I guess. That'd be nice, because that way it wouldn't look like I just went and over-leveled my Digimon. Level 60 on Wagarurumon, though. Oh no, I'm not calling it what it actually is. Wagarurumon. Need to call it Wagarurumon. I'm proud to present you with this badge, the Dragon Badge. Hold it. Just give them cool names, that's all I want. Call it like the Soar Badge or something. Just like Dragon soaring in the sky, I don't know. That is the last badge in the Solo region. With that, you are free to challenge the Pokemon League. I have full confidence in you. You can have this TM as well. Oh, Metroid? Contains Dragon Claw, a powerful Dragon type move. Oh, I noticed you don't have a passport. And you also give us a passport. Okay, from here on out I have no idea what happens. I realized that the audio wasn't working by this point. With that passport, you'll be free to cross through the checkpoint stations between the Luno and Solo regions. Well, I would wish you luck, Carlos, but I don't think you need it. Wow. Wow. Wish me luck anyway. I mean, I'm not opposed to luck. Luck sounds great. But as for Dragon Claw, who wants this? Conbud could learn it, Phantarma could learn it, but it's special, obviously, so we don't want that. And Ometroid could learn it. Well, we're teaching it to Ometroid, because Ometroid is staying on the team instead of Ampharos for the time being. We are getting rid of Leech Life, because Leech Life is just weak in general. Poison Fang is pretty trash, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Leech Life being base 20 isn't really going to do a lot for us. Can anyone learn Focus Punch? But Metroid could learn Focus Punch. It would be interesting if we could get it off. What about Water Pulse? I assume only Azudamon? Yeah. What about Bullet Seed? I doubt anyone can learn Bullet Seed. Yeah, that one felt a little bit strange. What about Hidden Power? Hidden Power could be good on a lot of our Pokemon. I just wish I could know what it was going to be. Sadly, Ometroid can't learn Thunderbolt or Flamethrower, or I would have 100% done that. But as for our team, I think this is our final team. I don't think we're changing anything from here, so I might teach Flamethrower to Cotton Bud. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to teach Flamethrower to Cotton Bud. We have 2 Pokemon with Flamethrower now. That'll be fine. We can get rid of Takedown because I'm never going to use it. Having that, it's a little bit of a niche for it. It can fight Grass types pretty well now, and that, honestly, that should be all it needs. Other than that, I think our team is looking pretty good, though. Our team is definitely looking strong. Do we still have Pokerus? We should still have Pokerus. We do still have Pokerus. Good. Good. I like the fact we still have Pokerus. Doesn't really help us all that much, as I said before, but I mean, there's something nice about having it. It's because it's a low chance. It makes you feel lucky, I guess. Maybe I'm feeling lucky. I need some of that luck. Give me that luck. But for now, let's go ahead, continue on a little bit. I do want to just quickly travel around a bit. Let's go ahead, push through here. We should be able to just run through here. We have a passport, go on right through. Good, good. Let's battle you. Hey, hey, this is a match between a Pokemon fan and a fishing buff. So I kind of want to get Zudamon evolved. Not hiding that. I want to get it evolved. So let's go ahead and do it. We can surf the level 40 Magikarp, level 50 Magikarp, level 60 Magikarp, and that's all you have. Why? Why could it be like this? Why could I have level 60 Magikarp? I don't know if we're going to go and fight a bunch of weak trainers now, because we could have surfed here before? Oh no. I need XP. No, please. Please, I need all the XP. Don't make me fight weak trainers. No, no, no. I guess it's my fault because I didn't train here before. I don't even know where we are, if I'm honest. Maybe we should check that. We are on Route 35, which will lead us back to Seashire Town. So from here, to get to the Pokemon League, we want to go north from Hickory City. So we're actually going the wrong way. So I'm going to battle these 2 trainers, and then we're going to have to turn around. Oops. It's not the end of the world. Zudamon is trying to learn Slack Off. I don't think it's worth it. I think HMs and stuff is better than that. I'm fine with just having HMs, to be honest. So let's go ahead, go into Sakura, make sure that everyone gets a little bit of love over here, and let's see what you're going to evolve into. I've been waiting for so long to see this final form. I swear to God, if it just gets like a metal shell, I'm gonna be disappointed. Oh, that's a change. Lapras? It's not Lapras. It's close to a Lapras. That is a Pokemon. I like the appearance of that. Plesiomon. Okay. It's trying to learn Slack Off. Okay, no, no, we just went through this. You're not learning Slack Off. What are you? Still a water type by the looks of it. 212 HP. Water Dragon. Drizzle? We have a third dragon. If I'd known this would be a dragon, I wouldn't have taken O Metroid. 3 dragons. Okay, so we have a Sea and Sense with Drizzle. We have 246 special attack. Holy hell. Let's go and use it real quick. I don't know why I'm using it against weak Pokemon. This is not going to determine anything, but let's go ahead. Let's fly back. That is quite a Pokemon. Why are you still red around White Rock Town? Is it recommending me to go around White Rock Town because I missed something there? I don't think so. Either way, I really like the look of this Pokemon. This Pokemon looks good. Well, Digimon. It's already got a design, I guess, because Digimon designed it. But still, the sprite looks really nice. I like the look of this. I was a little bit worried because how it started off as Gomamon, I really liked its original form. Then it evolved into the Walrus thing, and I was like, Then it evolved into Zudomon, and I was like, And now it's beautiful again. And as for Wugarurumon, I didn't love the first form. I liked it when it was just a simple wolf. Then it became this, and this is not good. And hopefully it's going to become great in the end. We'll see. We'll see. Next episode, we will try and focus on Wugarurumon and getting that to a point where it's evolved. But for now, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!